Welcome to the 28th of September, and hello there, Wilmington, Elwood, Mercer County, Northern Butler, and Eastern Ohio. Glad to have you along, not to mention Northern Beaver County. It's Newswatch on this Tuesday, the 28th, and it's straight ahead for you.
If you think there's nothing to do in Newcastle and Lawrence County, then think again. Always stay connected to NCTV45 to receive the information on events going on in and around the area on a daily basis. Programs to view are Newswatch, The Morning Show, and Community Happenings. NCTV45 takes pride in bringing you the event and organization info that you want. NCTV45 is the #1 media source locally. NCTV45, anytime on your time. Broadcasting from the greatest castle in the world, in the county of Lawrence, NCTV45. NCTV45 Newcastle, The Train. Everyone's talking about NCTV45. Internet television the way you want it. Your #1 media source serving Newcastle, Lawrence County, and globally. NCTV45.
Today's program furnished by funding from Bill's Bake Shop, where smiles are everywhere.
Gelateria is an authentic Italian gelateria and coffee bar. Established in 2018 by founder Alex Papa, this gelateria is excellent. And let's not forget the pastries, cannoli, tiramisu, baklava, and scones, but also, and very important, gelata. And they have paninis too. It's Papa's Gelateria is located 318 Highland Avenue. They're open 7 to 9. It's the sauce. It's the cheese. It's the ingredients. It's the crunch. It's Chubby's Pizza.
Let's pizza again, like we did way back when.
They use Augustine's ingredients.
If you're craving hot dogs and more, and you're in the area, then look no farther than Coney Island.
Entrusting your loved one to a funeral director is a very personal and emotional decision. The funeral director you choose must understand the importance of the decision you have made. When you call the William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, I recognize what a privilege it is to be chosen at your time of need. We will provide you and your family with the best service possible, with sincerity and compassion.
The William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1941.
Broadcasting from the greatest castle in the world, in the county of Lawrence, NCTV45. NCTV45 Newcastle, The Train.
Hello and a very pleasant welcome to NCTV45 Morning Newswatch. And we've got a lot of things to get to today, and the first one's going to be quite serious. But before we get to that, let's talk about the birthdays. Corinne Miller, happy birthday. Hope your brother's doing well. TJ Tedessa, John Kennedy, Germa Tedessa, happy birthday Germa, Ed Frisbee, Jeff Smith, Blaine Hammett, Dave Dunkel, Jacqueline Stoner, Nadine Buckley. Nadine, happy birthday. And Nadine, a great person, almost like my daughter. I've known her forever. And Nadine, here's hoping you have the very best day. And Nicole Marie, happy birthday, Nicole. Jacqueline, and I'm going to mess this up, Manolis, happy birthday. Everybody, have a very blessed birthday, and I hope you celebrate all week long. Now, this is a very, usually I come off and I give you the COVID numbers and everything. And the COVID numbers, I'm going to get to this because I think this percentage that I'm going to give you is way more important than COVID. Yesterday, we reported
on North Street, Mercer, there's issues. You've got an ambulance, you've got a wreck, as you just saw the car backing up. They gotta put lines on these streets. These folks don't know where they're driving. Now that car just backed up, and you can see it heading back. It was smashed, and now they're trying to sweep up some glass and some other stuff. You better avoid this area. North Street, it is not good.
Now, with that being said, that was an accident yesterday. You're probably noticing, and I'm going to get to Newswatch coming at you a little bit later today. And I'm going to tell you why. First, let's address the lines on the road and public safety. Fall Street, right out in front of our studios, is a two-way street. From the Mill Street, Highland Avenue, Dunkin' Donuts area, to North Mercer Street, in front of the Majestic, is two ways, heading east and west. Now, all too often, and whether it's city officials or who, hasn't addressed that they're coming off a 4-lane Fall Street bypass to an intersection at Jefferson Street, and it's one way from Jefferson Street to North Mercer. So these folks barrel down, they're not in the correct lane, and when they get to the light on North Mercer Street, they just think it's one way the whole way through. Ample opportunity for a head-on collision right outside my studio. Right outside the NCTV45 studio, and it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Yesterday, before this, right here, we had the issue out here of guys going that way. Now, as I was getting my daughter to practice, Mill Street, over by the Statue of Liberty, No lines on the road. Up above, right before the traffic light, there's a turn lane and a straight lane. 2 signs. But there's no lines down here, and people aren't looking up at those signs. Now, why am I late? Well, the no lines on the road are bad. However, in the morning, I always get my first cup of coffee before we go into Newswatch. Old Pulaski Road is not a super lane highway. But we have people speeding down there. Here's the Y. Here's Nala's restaurant. And you don't know if they're going to stop. Neshannock Township Police should be on the scene watching the speed limit there in the morning. A little personal responsibility in getting up on time is what you have to do. As you go to approach the light right in front of the hospital, I had an individual that, as we went through that light, as we went through past Edward's restaurant, decided to pass on a double yellow line. The speed limit, let me remind you, on these streets in the city here are 35 miles an hour. Very few places they're higher than that. This guy was passing on a double yellow line and almost caused a head-on collision at the point at the top of Jefferson Street and Wilmington Road. In case you don't know, Jefferson Street goes straight, Wilmington Road bears to the left. Really? No lines, reckless driving. Is that really what we're about here? These things need addressed by not only township supervisors, city officials, and also county officials. And the state, since Route 18 is a state-maintained road. Very rarely do I come up and address you about something like this. But not even given 24 hours, it's getting out of control. When you compare it to the 3-day total, which was 12,223. When you compare this to that, and you take a look and you divide it by 3, 4,700 and something. Stop and think 1 second. If there's 20 million people in Pennsylvania and we take 5,000, let's bump it up and divide it by 20 million. We get 0.00025. Less than 1%. But if you take the problems that this is causing, no lines, no watching by officials, then you have a bigger problem. We're going to take this break and go to sports. We'll be right back.
The Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle wants you to indulge in the food from their pleasing menu. The Cedars features Mediterranean, pub food, Middle Eastern cuisine, and so much more. They're open every day, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Call the Cedars on the east side at 827 Addis Street, Newcastle. 724-658-9543. That's 724-658-9543.
Hello and welcome to the Cedars Sports Corner Report. And baseball regular season kind of slipping away. Here you go. 6:35 start, the Cubs at the Pirates. 8 o'clock start, Cleveland and Kansas City. New York teams. 4 o'clock start, Miami at the New York Mets. That's a doubleheader, and so at 7 o'clock, it's Miami against the New York Mets. Also at 7 o'clock, the Yankees up in Canada taking on the Blue Jays. And your nightcaps. Here you go. San Diego at the Dodgers and the Oakland A's at Seattle. Now, I'm going to give you this kind of important. Philadelphia at Atlanta on FS1 at 7:20 as the Phils try to make the playoffs. This was the Cedars Sports Corner. Head over to Cedars, get some great food, a nice cold beverage, and enjoy the games. We'll be right back after this timeout.
This program furnished by Sporting Goods, 23 East Washington Street, Newcastle. Call 724-658-2535.
Alley's Upper Crust at 1700 Highland Avenue has a full menu: pizza, roll-ups, salad, soup, sandwiches, strombolis, dinners. They are just great for dine-in or take-out. Don't forget to give them a call at 724-652-7553. It's Alley's Upper Crust.
NCTV45, strong enough for Lawrence County.
Cousins Books, located inside Bill's Sandwich Shop, 2425 Wilmington Road, has many selections that will intrigue your mind. From science fiction to just about anything. Remember, reading expands your mind, allows for creative thinking, and helps improve concentration. Go to Cousins Books for the best selection. It's Cousins Books, inside Bill's Sandwich Shop. Hello and welcome to the Cousins Book Review, and this for September, and we've got
Programs to view are Newswatch
out there. Reckless by Ed Brubaker. Very interesting. It talks about a setting in the 1980s in Los Angeles, sex, drug, and murder, and the best new twist on paperback pulp heroes since The Punisher or Jack Reacher. Let's go to Chris and find out more.
Graphic novels by Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips. Brubaker and Phillips have been producing crime novels and graphic novels for years, and the Reckless series is perfect for anyone who is a fan of crime fiction or of gritty 70s crime films. This book is beautiful and unlike anything else you're going to see on the shelves from a series of graphic novels.
Now, wow. Talk about some thrilling excitement. That's Reckless. And you want to take a look at that. Now, here's a very affordable series. A much anticipated series from Harper Perennial, all of editions. Their exclusive formatted publications are some of the best-selling celebrated titles featuring unique hand-drawn covers and great stories. Let's go back to Chris and find out a little more on this.
And the Harper Perennial olive editions of novels. These novels, all beautifully designed, are affordable at $10 each and are available only at small independent bookshops like ours. The 2021 editions have just been released. They are fresh on the shelves. And the 2020 editions, including Michael Chabon's Moonglow, are still available. So come on in to Cousins Books and see what affordable novels we have available for you.
That's the thing. Affordability, great stories, great food, because Cousins Books, located right inside Bill's Sandwich Shop, is a great thing that you're going to want to check out and try. Now, book it on over to Cousins Books and find a great novel that you'll enjoy at an affordable price. For Cousins Books and the Cousins Books NCTV45 book review, I'm Angelo Perrotta. Cousins Books, located inside Bill's Sandwich Shop, 2425 Wilmington Road, has many selections that will intrigue your mind. From science fiction to just about anything. Remember, reading expands your mind, allows for creative thinking, and helps improve concentration. Go to Cousins Books for the best selection. It's Cousins Books, inside Bill's Sandwich Shop. We're back, and wow. I hope in that first segment you really took into consideration what I was saying. That accident yesterday proved it. So the 3-day total, 3 days, was 12,223, divided out about 4,700. Beyond that, the Department of Human Health releases a vaccination dashboard by legislative districts. The Department of Health, the FDA, and the CDC authorized booster doses of the Pfizer vaccine to certain adults. People 65 and older and residents in long-term care facilities, people aged 50 to 64 with underlying medical conditions, people 18 to 49 with underlying medical conditions. Today, on Tuesday, last week, Secretary Alice Beam signed an order to ensure vaccine providers are prepared to start scheduling the COVID-19 boosters, shots, and authorizations. The Department of Health awarded $1 million to spinal cord injury research grant recipients. You have to wonder, and I'm just saying, does it have to do with stem cells? I don't know. Spinal cord research most often focuses on the prevention of spinal cord injuries. The intent of these grants is to provide financial support to cultivate research for functional improvement of people's spinal cords, says Allison Bean. We look forward to the outcomes and will provide new insights into the nature and course of spinal cord injuries and provide support and hope to Pennsylvanians impacted and their families. They didn't go on to say what the money was going to be used, what type of research. So, just so you know, I want to be clear on that. The Wolf administration announced and plans to distribute $655 million in the American Rescue Plan funds to child care providers. Now, Meg Steen announced that they plan to do that from the American Rescue Plan to stabilize Pennsylvania's child care industry. Licensed care providers are invited to submit applications for one-time funding that can be used to cover expenses and provide stabilization to this critical industry. Now, how does the money go? It just doesn't go a lot of times to one group. It gets divided up and can go to a larger group who will be in charge of distributing it out. The DHS partnered with the Penn State Institute and Regional Affairs to develop a distribution methodology that is fair and maximizes the impact of every dollar. Now, you have to ask yourself in that, who's getting it and how big is the organization? Here's an example. Redistribution of past COVID-19 related expenses. Redistribution of past COVID-19 expenses incurred after January 31st. Early learning centers, teachers are critical frontline workers with vulnerable populations. Young children who do not have access to a vaccine and teachers are vulnerable themselves of the dangerous virus, said the president, Jennifer Ross, and CEO of the Jewish Federation of Harrisburg, which operates the Brenner Family Early Learning Center. So these early learning centers that are in and around Pennsylvania, and maybe even in our very own county, are going to get more of this money. Governor Wolf reminds survivors of the disaster with Ida that disaster recovery centers are set up in 6 counties, including the disaster declaration for individual assistance survivors in Bedford and Northampton counties. So they're still working with that. The ones that you want to look for are well to the east: Philadelphia County, Montgomery, Delaware, Chester, Bucks, and York. Now, continuing on with state news, the Pennsylvania State Police announced Trooper Dustin Shoemaker, following a disturbance called early this morning in Claysville, Broth, Washington. He faces felony and misdemeanor charges related to an incident, including aggravated assault, resisting arrest, disorderly conduct. Okay, remember, these are alleged. He's innocent until proven guilty. So, before we go to weather, the remnants and impact of the remnants of Hurricane Ida in Bedford and Northampton counties, they can apply for temporary disaster unemployment insurance. So for you folks that may be watching out there, that's available to you. And today, and I guess because this is a state thing, 2021 is Hispanic Heritage Month celebration. It's taking place today. The Pennsylvania Governor's Advisory Commission on Latino Affairs today announced a multi-agency celebration commemorating Hispanic Heritage Month, taking place noon to 1 today in Soldiers and Sailors Grove in Harrisburg. So hats off to our Latino and Hispanic friends. Now, let's go to weather and check this out. 67 degrees, humidity 81%, winds from the southwest at 6, barometric pressure 29.86, dew point 61, and visibility 10 miles. Well, it's supposed to be that we're going to have a great day. The sun trying to peek out, a little cloud cover. Let's go to Lawrence County 45 weather and check this out. When your PC looks like this, don't make it a last key. Make it Pulaski. Pulaski PC. Yes, sir. I really know, and I've been told 4-Star Pizza is to behold. Stromboli's Pizza Rolls and specialties. You see 4-Star Pizza. Yes, sirree. You want to go to 4-Star? Subs and salads, drinks, and more. Pizza and fresh baked subs. 1506 Old Butler Road, Newcastle, 724-656-9222. Out the door. Go to 4-Star now. And they deliver, too. Easy Clean Car and Van Wash, where your clean wash is our goal.
The Crane Room is a restaurant. The Crane Room is a bar. The Crane Room is a banquet facility. The restaurant will please you time after time with their diverse menu. Ask about their daily specials. See the menu at craneroom.com. The bar gives you an abundance of choices with 35 beers on tap and always changing. Their banquet services are always to perfection. The Crane Room, located at 3009 Wilmington Road in Neshannock Township. Call 724-656-1553.
GBG, Green Be Gone, Green Be Gone. Yes, Green Be Gone Pool Services. Look at this before and after. If your pool needs clean, it's Green Be Gone. Call them at 724-714-1023.
BSB. Big Shot Bobs are the wings for me. 50 flavors, make it right, you see. BSB has sandwiches you have to try. Stop in and you'll know why. Every day of the week you see. Call or stop in to BSB. Big Shot Bobs will be your favorite place, just like me.
Hello and welcome to Lawrence County 45 weather. And well, after last night's scattered showers, about low of 62, how is your Tuesday looking? Not too shabby. Local radar really clear as the tri-state area. Not seeing anything. Nationally, you've got the same thing. Lake Michigan, here's the cloud cover. And I want to say something about this cloud cover. Take my son back to Teal Sunday night. Those clouds were totally on top of Mercer County, mid to northern Mercer County. Well, we were clear down here, and out to the west, nothing doing. So that cloud cover north of the Great Lakes sometimes takes care of northwestern Pennsylvania. Here's your forecast. Last night, showers scattered, 62. Now your Tuesday, sunshine and 74. Tuesday night, mostly clear, 48. Wednesday, sunshine and 73. Wednesday night, clear and 48. Thursday, sunshine and 69. Thursday night, clear and 43. Friday, high school football, sunshine, 69. Now Friday night, partly cloudy, a low of 46. You better take the jacket with you. Your Saturday, mostly sunny, a high of 72. And Saturday night, partly cloudy, a low of 49. And your Wednesday, why, there's sunshine there for you too. And that's a pretty decent looking end of September forecast. You know, we're getting up to low 70s, maybe 72, 73, and then we're falling back into the 40s. Now, this was Lawrence County 45 weather, and make sure you fall back so you can hear from these great people who would like to hear from you. Go and Sons Sales and Service, 347 East Washington Street, Newcastle, has lawnmowers of every type. Zero turn country clippers, Bamey USA, 42-inch to 54-inch cut. Batteries by Oregon. They'll service at your home or their shop. Service specials start as low as $69. Call Jim Micco and Sons, 724-652-6911. And folks, we are back. Extraordinarily different, as we've had 3 segments this morning, but I think it's important that we get to everything going on, and a lot. Now, Governor Wolf and he claims to be a caring individual, and I can accept that. Today, he announced legislation that will establish statutory policies and programs that ensure small, diverse, and veteran-owned businesses will continue to receive support and opportunities they deserve in the state contract. Why didn't he just say all small businesses if he cares about everybody? That's a question. Now, here's where there is a question about, does he care for everybody? Governor Tom Wolf issued the following statement today at Pennsylvania's March for Life rally in Harrisburg. Now, it's a March for Life rally. As I have said before, So-called pro-life policies are actual anti-choice. A pro-life policy is anti-choice. Letting somebody with a heartbeat and brain waves live is anti-choice. Interesting. They further magnify social and economic disparities. So if you're, apparently he's talking about if you're poor, you have the right to do what you want within the healthcare system. So if you're poor, you should have to do what you want in the healthcare system. Well, that's kind of questionable. Counter the notion of the individual freedom and lack of scientific basis. What is he talking about? He vetoed 3 anti-choice bills that have come to his desk, and he says he will veto others. Instead of rallying for policies that have detrimental impacts, he goes on to say, we should all be focused on policies to support women, children, and families. Last I checked, babies are children. So, children and families, he's only supporting what he wants to support and pandering. It is what it is, Governor Wolf. Pandering in chief. And last but not least, PennDOT invites you to share feedback on construction and maintenance services at a statewide survey. It's up until the 26th of the month. Okay, you can go and take the survey at surveymonkey.com/r/2021 PD construction. Once again, surveymonkey.com/r/2021 PD construction. And they invite feedback. Remember to go to 511pa.com for information and give them that feedback. Governor Wolf then announced trust fund grants to help veterans with otherwise unmet needs. 9 Pennsylvania counties of Veterans Affairs will receive it. Cambria, Fayette, Franklin, Mercer, they're getting $20,000 up there. Montgomery County Office of Affairs and Northampton. So, congratulations to those folks on the grants that they're receiving. We'll be back with a wrap-up after this.
Today's programming is brought to you by NCTV45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station.
This program sponsored by Lombardo's Apothecary, located at 1230 South Mill Street on the south side of Newcastle.
At our law firm, we see you. Come see us at lgkg.com.
Look around.
Welcome back. That's going to do it for this edition of Morning Newswatch for this 28th of September, this Tuesday. And make sure you know that Catholic Mass is up next. And make sure that you tell a friend and have a friend tell a friend about NCTV45. They'll be glad you did. And when they say, I don't watch a lot of TV, why, you tell them this.
NCTV45, the train, anytime on your time.
That's right, we're NCTV45, the train, and we're available anytime on your time. A train that runs on your schedule, why, that's NCTV45. And as I say each and every day, make sure that you get that second cup of coffee, and I'm sporting the iced tea today, and have a super day in what I call the greatest castle in the world, in the county of Lawrence.